On the Beach is an online-only leading retailer of short-haul beach holidays, primarily focused in the UK with its On the Beach brand. It currently has about 17% market share in the UK short-haul beach holidays, with its main competitors being traditional tour operators like TUI or Thomas Cook. So On the Beach has a technology platform which allows you to dynamically package your holiday from millions of different flight and hotel combinations, unlike many traditional tour operators which offer a more limited pre-packaged product. Separately, it packages its holidays from low-cost carriers and mainstream quite commoditized hotel product, which is a much lower price point than lots of traditional tour operators which have moved away from the commoditized product in recent years towards more exclusive content at a higher cost. Yeah, so On the Beach is effectively an online travel agent, but it differs from other OTAs such as Expedia in the fact it has such a specialist focus. So the fact that it focuses purely on short-haul beach holidays, whereas the majority of OTAs focus on city breaks, mean it's better positioned to negotiate deals with beach hotels. Secondly, it's got a primary source market of the UK, which allows it to focus its marketing spend, digital marketing spend, a lot better than bigger OTAs which have a more diverse focus both in terms of product and in terms of source markets. Well, On the Beach is an online-only disruptive business model. It's like in many OTAs, it has a low-cost, high-margin business and very high cash conversion. So around 90% of its EBITDA translates to cash flow. The other benefits of it are that it has had significant top-line growth, as well as showing some operational gearing. It's an asset-light model, completely free of tie, so it doesn't own its own airline. One of the benefits of this is, unlike traditional tour operators that have their own airlines, tend to be loss-making in the winter months. On the Beach is profitable all year round, so it's not relying on a very few small period of months in order to make its entire year's profitability, which can make the annual earnings a lot less volatile. Management are obviously looking to continue the strong top-line growth. The main way they can look to do this is through increasing their sales margin. Now, they're focused over the past 10 years primarily on mainstream commoditized product. What they're looking to do going forward is continue to develop the relationships they have with hoteliers in order to get some rate exclusivity or even complete UK OTA exclusivity in product, which is much higher margin business. Now, the key way of doing this is to remain free of tie and retain their flexibility, and they can do this by offering preferential payment terms because they don't have the same working capital constraints that traditional tour operators do. I think if we're looking at the wider tour operating market, one of the concerns going forward is also the increased supply of airline seats. Now, I think this can actually be seen as a positive for On the Beach, because if the low-cost carriers are continuing to expand their fleet, they may look to have a distribution partner in the near future. If On the Beach is able to do this and get some preferential rates on the seats, they can also then make a margin on the flights, which they're not currently doing. Finally, there's the potential international expansion. There is a very nascent international business which is currently in the Nordics. I think the Nordics is an interesting opportunity. This is an area where the tour operators are currently making higher margins, and it's also an area with high online penetration which suits the online business model. The other benefit is, until recently, there weren't any seat-only beach flights, which meant that the business model was unfeasible, so therefore there is very little competition out there. Now, they are loss-making in the Nordics at the moment, but with 80% of their cost base being marketing spend, we see no reason, given the market dynamics, why this can't become an EBITDA positive part of the business in the near future.